Garage Dwellers. I'm Chuck. This is Up Chuck Chops. Thanks for joining me.
All right, folks. I've been monkeying with this thing. I need to narrow down if it's my carburation is the no start issue, or if it's I have very good spark and a good compression on the thumb. I know I've said this a few times in a few videos, but I don't want to open up the head and start monkeying with valves and valve shims because, number one, I don't know what I'm doing, even though I do have a manual on the computer, which is not ideal, but it's what I have. And if it's valves and stuff, I don't even know if I can get parts. So, this desperate attempt, I want to put the sauce right in the spark plug hole and see if it'll go quickly before it evaporates. I have heater and heat lamp trying to warm the engine up. That's way too much. And I might not be fast enough for this to work. Nothing. Well, none of that worked. This tube runs back to the airbox. Is clear. I blew through it. This tube down here that runs back up to the carburetor is not plugged. You can't see it on camera. This looks like it has something plugged in it. I'm going to pull it off and see what that's all about. I broke those loose with the 10 mil. I feel like this thing is close to trying. Just a little detective work here, seeing what. Oh, I was afraid of that. Let's check this out. I'm sure this is some kind of allow air in and out deal. I don't know if that's mud. I think it's a larva of some kind. This is yucky. I don't know where the air goes, but it went through. Well, that's got to be better, right? Yeah, I definitely think that's a larva. A larva's a baby bug. I'm guessing that's like a PCV kind of a deal. I pulled the head apart, head cover off, I guess. And, yeah, that's what we got going. Then I noticed right there and up above it, I have a coolant leak. Because it's green when it drips. It just looks black on the tabletop. Much time has passed. I've done a lot of things off camera. Here's the present. So I didn't know how to adjust the valves. And I took some extra things apart that I didn't need to, but I didn't know. I'd kind of looked at the manual, but this dude, it's hard to see. AEROMYST is his handle on YouTube. Memory serves me. No, my memory doesn't have to serve me. These videos were put up 14 years ago. And I followed his instructions and used my valve shim kit, and they were perfect. They were spot on. So my intake valve was 0.2 millimeters. Where's my paper? Yeah. My intake valve was like 0.2 millimeters too tight. So I swapped that out. I had the battery on charge. You might see the other stuff before, but did the valves, new carburetor. Oh, the exhaust. If you don't notice here, I did an exhaust delete because it didn't line up the way it was supposed to, and it was binding up and generally wasn't very cool. So I have already first try started this, but I wanted to get it on this camera too so I can put it in a video. So there's proof. I got her to go. I'm pretty tickled with that. That's kind of gotta be, I think, a wrap on this thing. I tend to get bored after I hear them go vroom, and then that's it. I'd kind of like to keep it for a little bit, tinker on it some more, so there may be more videos, but this will probably be the end of getting her running since it's running. And I don't know what I'm going to do about the body. The body is so busted up, I don't even know if it's worth messing with. I might get the headlight and the front skirt thing on good enough to hold itself up, and I might make some kind of enclosure thing to bolt up and cover all this and keep it dryish. But I mean, the headlight, for example, I mean, it's just smashed. The spots where the screws go in are gone or busted, so just not much left of it. But I think I can do something with it and get it to ride. So I'm pretty excited that it started. It did. Yeah. If you got any ideas on what to make of this, what to do, what you'd like to see done with it, I'm, pardon the scratch, I'm all ears. This thing isn't terrible to get parts for, but it's not super duper easy. It's pretty old, and these are kind of throwaway things. At least it's not Chinese throwaway things. Those probably even harder. So yeah, I guess I'd like to zip around the neighborhood on this thing and get it to idle and, you know, all the stuff. So if you watched this far, thanks for watching. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, tell me why. If you've worked on these and said, hey, don't forget this, I'm all ears. Till next time, keep wrenching.